Alright guys, so we're back. Top 4 of Orlando Regionals. On the left we have Alex Szymanski, and on the right we have Brad Curcio. And once again joined by
Sam Chen.
Oh man, and Alex Szymanski, we haven't seen him on here before, but we've seen this deck actually twice.
Alex Szymanski's playing a very cool deck. It's a deck that I had tested but overlooked. And so, props to Alex for actually playing it. It's a Vileplume toolbox deck. A bunch of different attackers, and we'll see those as we continue the stream. Brad Curcio is actually playing the Darkrai Giratina list that a lot of the top players actually played. Brad and Ryan Sablehouse and Rahul Reddy actually played the same list, and they all top-8'd. So to give you an update for the other matches, Ryan Sablehouse defeated Rahul Reddy to advance to top 4. And as
Azul.
we saw on stream, Azul was the other winner.
Yeah, now we've seen Brad Curcio here twice. No, twice. He's won both of them.
That's twice too many.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, I know. What can we do? Now we haven't seen Alex, but we've seen this deck on here twice. We saw Alex Hill playing it, and we saw Sean Foysen playing it as well. So. Yeah. See both players. There's a train spell. It looks like Brad is not going to cut. He is just. I imagine Brad's just ready to go. But here we see an oddish gloom, and that's because of the force of giant plants that DC come down as well. And an Ultra Ball. Imagine he'll try to get that shame. Oh, he could just go straight for Vileplume.
Yeah.
So turn 1 Vileplume coming down.
He's going for the turn 1 Vileplume because the Brad's one out to this matchup is Brad plays Garbodor. And so getting the Garbodor in play with a Float Stone is very important. Getting the Trubbish in play with the Float Stone is very important because he can manually evolve and shut down irritating pollen. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called. Yep.
Right,
the same thing like the old Vileplume.
There's been like 8 different Vileplumes.
I think they're all the same. Are they different names or?
It's called a Hay Fever, the original. The OG,
really?
The OG.
Oh, okay.
Dark Vileplume.
Always great cards, though.
Yeah.
Now, also, the key thing to match up for Brad is this Giratina, because Alex does play a ton of special energies, and if he can't attach those, probably lose the game.
Yeah, but Brad is definitely 2 attachments away, and Alex gets that Jirachi down. If Brad decides to put a double Dragon Energy on Giratina, I imagine that Alex will try immediately to use Stardust and remove it. Stardust is Jirachi's first attack.
Yep.
10 damage, which is usually irrelevant. But what it does is it discards a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon automatically, and then Jirachi can't be affected by damage or effects of your opponent's Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So it's a very good mechanic or mechanism by which you can slow down opposing decks that play special energy.
Now, it doesn't automatically block. You have to. If you discard energy, then you don't.
Yes, absolutely. So there's
it's not you automatically. That'd be broke if it just automatically. I'm not gonna get hit by.
Oh yes, so it's a conditional. Obviously,
So, but we see it just a Sycamore from Alex now. Jolteon, does it only block damage or damage and effects?
Pretty sure it just blocks damage.
So Giratina can steal Chaos, so maybe. I don't
yeah,
know.
but there's no Zero Sick in format. There's no way Brad can remove enough energy to stop the.
But we see a Darkrai coming down, and man, I don't. So how does Giratina even hurt this Jolteon? How does Brad win now?
I think this is a very favorable position for Alex. Brad's best opportunity at this point is to Lysander the Vileplume, hope for some stall, and kill the Vileplume.
That's right.
Alex Szymanski didn't play that many items in the first turn. I think he's like discard an Ultra Ball to an Ultra Ball. I forgot if there was a level ball played. So he's still his deck is pretty clunky given that Vileplume is still there. Given that he didn't play that many trainers before he got the Vileplume out, and so Brad's best bet is to eventually draw in a Lysander.
Yeah, but Alex does have the DC, so what he could do right now is just DC that Vileplume, saying, hey, if you're going to Lysander, I just need energy not to retreat. But if he DCs and then the Chaos will comes on, he cannot attach special energy anymore. But we're going to see a knockout. Now, Alex does play Manaphy. I've seen it. Yeah, so that's how he's going to get that free retreat. But we see a knockout. Here comes Trubbish.
Oh, I didn't know that he played Manaphy.
Yeah, they both play.
Well, that Trubbish was very useless without a Float Stone. In fact, it could even become a Lysander target.
Just to let you know, they don't play Float Stone.
That's it.
They don't play Float Stone.
They do not play Float Stone. So DC going to the active.
Wow. What tool do they use? This is amazing.
They don't use any tools. They use Manaphy to free retreat.
Sorry. I meant Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah. There's no way he can get a Float Stone on. So
I'm
just saying the Trubbish.
There's Garbodor coming out. Parallel City. Is it lightning too? I know it's water and fire, but is it?
It's just water, fire, and grass. Lightning Pokemon are spared.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing. Good thing. I was thinking of the old blender trees. This is Dark. You're going to Darkrai. Okay, it's Dark Pulse to do 60 right now, which can't even hurt the Jolteon, first of all.
What you're actually confusing us with is the Dragon Mega Rayquaza, which had an ability. Or sorry, it was a Dragon Mega Rayquaza that took 20 less.
Dragon Mega Rayquaza. But it was, this.
Was it the Mega?
I don't know.
That was one of them.
I don't know.
One of them took like 20 less from grass, fire, water, and lightning.
That's a card.
That is a card.
That's a card. But we see another Swift from Alex. It looks like he'll take he looks like he'll win this game. We see Dark Pulse coming down doing 20, 40.
Brad needs a Lysander.
Yeah,
Brad absolutely needs a Lysander.
He can't even do anything to this guy right now. He has nothing. He can't. It's another Dark Energy coming down. We see a Lysander bring up that Vileplume. All right, guys. But how does Brad deal with Jolteon? Does he play? Do we know? Does he play Hex, a Ranger?
Well, once Vileplume is out of play.
Oh, but there's Manny coming down with the Rainbow Energy.
Yeah, so his out is once the situation happens when Vileplume is gone, you can float stone the Garbodor. So that you shut off. But I don't know if you can still hit it. You can shut off trainers.
There's another Lysander in Brad's hand. I see.
Does he play Hex? Does he play Hex?
But there's a Lysander in Brad's hand.
Well, that's step one.
Yeah. So Lysander bring the Vileplume back up, but
step one.
Alex right now has another Vileplume in his hand.
Yeah. Well.
They don't play Revitalizer, but he has a ton of cards. And there's Oddish. He has an Oddish. He has a Ultra Ball, but does he have a Force of Giant Plants? That's the question, guys. He has a Force of Giant Plants.
Oh
there
boy.
It is. He's
playing it so quickly. Oh my God, Ultra Ball.
Going to get another Gloom out into the field. And he's gonna hit it one more time with that Flash Ray.
I've never seen someone slam down Ultra Ball with that much excitement.
Well, you got to remember, this is his first year Masters.
Is it?
Yeah, first year Masters. So maybe he's playing that speed level with the juniors. Seniors. Yeah, seniors. Yeah. So maybe that's why he's playing so fast.
Wow.
But we see Oddish, Gloom. He's got the Vileplume, but he might want to thin his. His hand's all Pokemon. So Vileplume coming to line. We'll see another Flash Ray for 70. And now, does Brad play three Lysanders?
I don't think so.
Yeah?
I didn't see the list. I don't know the list, but so I can't imagine him playing 3.
Now he wants the Hex and get a Flow Stone. That's his only option right now.
I don't know if he plays Hex. I hope he does. Oh,
There's a Ninja Boy coming out.
Aegislash? No, sorry, not Aegislash. What am I talking about?
Oh, so not gonna get anything. Okay,
so
yeah, okay. I was like, Ninja Boy, what do we see here? An Evital?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I was saying. Jolteon.
What the heck he was saying?
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah. But we see a Flash Ray doing 70 more damage to the active, but Brad, he can retreat this, and it does have a 2 retreat cost. There's a Giratina with a double dragon.
Well, a Lysander, if it happens, will now one-shot the Vileplume. Because double dragons on Giratina also count as darkness energy.
Does he play 3 Lysander?
I don't think so.
I don't think
it's
so.
unlikely.
There's no way. Like 2, people struggle playing 2 sometimes, But we see a retreat into the Garbodor, and just gonna keep it active. And on Alex turn, he gets a DCE, and let's see, what would Alex do here? He's got I think he has a Lugia in his hand if he wants to play that, but no, I think he's just fine. Just doing Flash Ray over and over again, saying, hey, Brad, you're not going to do anything. There's a VS Secret going to Brad's hand, but he cannot use it. We see another pass from Brad. Alex does have a Water G, so you can Water G this Vileplume just in case. There's a Lugia coming on down with the Arrow Ball.
I'm actually not sure. Well, it's fine, I think, because he's in such a commanding position. I'm not completely certain that
the Lugia coming down?
Yeah, because
but I mean, once again, Brad has 3 Lysanders.
Possibly. I don't think so.
No,
I think
there's no way. He has to
maybe because I have better knowledge of his list. I don't even think I don't know.
If he doesn't play Hex, this game's over.
Yeah, if he doesn't play Hex, this game's over. He might just want to see more cards out of Chris's deck or Alex's deck. Sorry, Chris is Alex's brother, but
yeah. And Brad might not be scooping as well because Brad can win next game, and then game number 3, it's prize count at the end of the game because nobody can tie.
Alex is playing so fast that it's
All right, there we go. So Alex Szymanski going to take game number 1 against Brad Kirsch. We had the turn 1 Vileplume, had everything ready to go, and guys, that is crazy. Like I said, Alex Szymanski is a first-year master.
Jolteon start getting the Jirachi to threaten Giratina and the Vileplume on turn 1.
Man, oh my goodness.
If only I were that smooth every time.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So, like we said, so we had Alex Seal, Sean Foisey, Alex Szymanski all play the same list, right?
That's correct. I don't know if it's the same list, but it was at least the same concept in Skeleton.
Oh, and did Chris played it well, right? Chris played it, yeah.
Chris Szymanski, I think, played it as well, but I don't think he cut.
Yeah. So, but 3 out of the 4 made cut with the Deshaun didn't make cut either, did he?
Deshaun did not make cut.
No, he was close though. I know he was fairly close at one point. So we saw him in that one game. He agility with the Mew EX He copied Pikachu's agility to not get the knockout to tie a game.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a crazy ending. It was Mew Raichu bats versus Mew this thing, Alex's deck. So yeah, it was a crazy ending.
I will say there was a Raichu Golbat deck, and because Crobat just clunks up your opening hand. But there was a Raichu Golbat deck, and he didn't top 8, so we're not going to find out what his list was. But that's the concept.
He was on stream.
He was on stream. Well,
Yeah, that was the stream I was talking about.
I'm gonna hire one of my cousins to watch the stream and copy the list down.
All right. So
I was gonna say I'm gonna hire a Chinese teenager because I'm Chinese, but I can't say that, and I just sort of implied it. No, but the Raichu Golbat deck, definitely commend the creator of the deck for his originality. That's an idea I'd not even considered in standard.
Yeah, and like you said, he played against Sean Foisey.
Yeah.
And like he had answers to everything. Like Glaceon, he had Raichu, Jolteon, he had Mew. So so we see. I mean, Jirachi. They only play one of, not the greatest startup, but I mean, right now Brad just has a good old Shaman just sitting out there.
Yeah, I can't see exactly what's in Brad's hand, but the only thing that matters right now is whether Brad can get a float stone on a Trubbish.
He has an Ultra Ball, he has a Maxwell, he has a Double Dragon, okay, a VS Seeker as well. Now this will probably get a Hoopa, use Scoundring, search for Shaman, Giratina, and maybe a Darkrai, most likely.
Yeah, you're right. Getting the Trubbish is not as important. I guess getting a Giratina out and being able to, I guess his hope is that he's able to kill the Jirachi before the Jirachi can do any damage. If he can get 2 Double Dragons on a Giratina, he will be able to prevent Alex from ever attaching energy onto his Pokemon for the rest of the game. And that doesn't seem good.
Yeah, now, I know, like you said, you want to maybe get the Trubbish out, but I don't think Brad has another Supporter card in his hand, so he definitely has
No,
to,
I think, does he even, oh, he does. Okay, he does. All right.
Yeah, so he has to get a Shaman this turn. So it looks like he's not going to opt to get that Darkrai. I wonder why he didn't get the Darkrai.
Well, Darkrai is a very inefficient attacker in this matchup, and it's also basic. It's like, if I were in Brad's position, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not playing the long game, right? Like the winner of this game is most likely determined in the first 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah.
Given my position, I need to gear it. Ooh, that's a bad miss of a Max
Guys,
Elixir.
earlier we had Brad on stream. He was 7 for 8 on Max Elixirs. He whiffed 1 right now.
Well,
Sorry.
that's...
Keep up the count.
Yeah, but I'm saying Brad really needs to try to aggro rush this Jirachi and prevent his opponent from attaching any energy. Alex needs to get that Jirachi to the bench somehow. Probably set up a Vileplume.
Yeah.
That'd be good, and maybe get a Jolteon out. So Alex has a lot of things he needs to accomplish with just his active Jirachi and 7 card hand because he got a mulligan. So he has a lot of things he needs to accomplish. He doesn't play as many Ultra Balls and Level Balls and Trainers Mails as those really item-based decks actually play. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Man, if only Alex was playing the Blesshuppet.
Blesshuppet is one of the best cards in the history of the Pokemon trading card game.
He can literally discard the Double Dragon while on the bench.
No.
Yep, but does not. All right, but there's an in. I don't know what Alex's hand was. I didn't get to see it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but Brad, I mean, that was his only access to his only supporter, and I think that's a smart play. If he had a Sycamore, I think he would have played it, but it's a smart play. Your opponent did get a mulligan, so you set him back by 1 card.
Yeah, but like Sam said, we're looking for a Trubbish. We're looking for a Flowstone. Try to get that Vileplume from not really having the irritated pollen. All right, so I really can't see Alex. See a Vileplume, Mew, DCE.
Would be nice if you got a Floatstone actually on the Shaman. Would be really nice right now because he's then able to Double Dragon and retreat next turn.
Let's see Ultra Ball just kind of Perilous City and a Dark Energy. We might see a Trubbish coming on out if he doesn't. If he doesn't have a supporter card, he might get a Shaman here. Does he fill his bench up? And nope, there's a Trubbish coming down instead. Okay, so you can grab the Trubbish. What's wrong, Sam?
Nothing. I don't know if I think I saw only 1 Floatstone in his hand, and I'm not sure I don't want to attach that Floatstone right to Shaman and just take that risk. That next turn your opponent can't retreat Jirachi, and then you just lock them out as special energy cards.
But I mean, if you're Brad, I would just probably test a Floatstone Trubbish. If you like maybe let the I don't know.
It's like an iffy call. It's like how I haven't played this matchup, so I can't say that what I'm saying right now is 100% right.
Alex needs 2 turns to attack.
Alex needs 2 turns to attack.
So what could happen is he can put down the Trubbish, attach a Flowstone to it. And he
Oh,
goes
there you
touch
go.
it.
Okay. Brad actually does.
Ooh, he puts the fighting
Yeah.
throw on the.
He, I think attaching the floats to
Yeah.
Shaman's the right thing.
Yeah.
You want a double. You want a Chaos Will next turn.
Does Alex have a force? He has a Gloom in his hand. There's a Mew. There's a DC going to Jirachi. We see a Lyson.
Oh, what a play!
Oh my
That
goodness!
is-
So
oh,
Stardust
no.
discard the Double Dragon. That Jirachi cannot be hurt
Oh
next turn.
no!
Oh man, that sets Brad back so much because not only does he get rid of the Double Dragon, he also makes the Giratina stuck in the active spot.
Yeah. Oh man. Brad can no longer attach Double Dragon Energy to the Giratina without Jirachi immediately discarding it. What Brad actually needs to do is manually attach 2 Darkness Energy to the Jirachi, and then finish with the Double Dragon on and have the knockout on
Then
Jirachi.
It just might be too late.
It might be too late.
That's 3 energies.
Shemansky's going to get a couple turns to find his Jolteon EX, find his Vileplume. But I mean, that's Brad's best chance. That's one of the reasons I don't like benching that Darkrai. You want a space for a second Giratina, I think.
But Alex
build
does
power.
play the Ninja Boy.
I don't know.
Alex plays Ninja Boy, so it's not going to take him that long. If he gets that Ninja Boy, switches out to Jolteon, be rough.
That'd be spicy. I wouldn't dig too deep for that Ninja Boy play, because
Not this turn.
not this turn for
Yeah.
sure. Because Jirachi is actually a Pokemon that he wants to keep in play.
Yeah.
Even if it's on the bench, Mew EX can copy it as well. So Mew EX can copy both Flash Ray and Stardust.
True.
To lock Brad out of options. So I actually,
Oh,
if
there's
I
a
were,
Garbodor coming out, so now that
Yeah.
Mew is now Vileplume doesn't matter anymore.
well, all right. Here's the level ball. We're gonna see a Gloom almost certainly. If not, then all right, we're gonna see a Gloom.
But how does Alex deal with this Garbodor now?
The Garbodor. Okay, so the Garbodor is actually still fine. Alex's play becomes very linear now. It's get that Jolteon out.
Yeah. Do we know if Brad plays Ranger?
I don't know.
If he doesn't play Ranger?
I mean, like, what is Alex thinking right now? Right? He has to, like. I don't know if he knows Brad's list because I certainly don't.
I don't
If I were
either.
in Alex's position, this is a bad position. I would say if you get Hexa Ranger, then you got it. But
Yeah, see, Ultra gets a Oddish. He's just thinning his deck out.
he's thinning his deck out. He has no way. He has no way that he's going to be able to remove the tool on Garbodor. Brad's going to have access to trainers for the rest of the game.
Yep.
However, if the trainers aren't Escape Rope and Lysander, or access to Lysander, with the Oko on Jolteon, then it's still bad times for
Now we
Brad.
see a DC going to Alex, and he can attach that Jolteon and threaten a Flash Ray the following turn. But the question is going to become, does Brad play a Ranger? If he does not play Ranger, he'd lose this game. There's not enough prize cards on the field for Brad to take the game.
Well, this is it.
Yep, it's going to come down to, does Alex, does he find a Rainbow Energy?
Alex needs the rainbow. Does he have it?
I see a
Ooh,
water
I see a
energy
water.
water. That's not what he wants right now. If he has he has some kind of supporter card. I see it in the middle, but I don't know if that's a Ninja Boy or an N. He could put down Vileplume, but then he could threaten a Lysander kind of play. But what? Okay, so retreat into the Jolteon. Oh man, he must have it already. Just a pass to Brad. All right, so Double Drag comes to the active Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 70 cards. Now this is actually a great play from Alex, because what he can do is retreat to the Jirachi, attach that Water Energy. Oh, there's Enhanced Hammers. How many did Brad play multiples of those, or just one?
I'm not sure. Probably
sure.
just one. All right, so Alex does have that water. Alex made the only play he could there.
Yeah, well, that's a great play though, like a phenomenal play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put down the Jirachi. Gonna retreat, get that Stardust off, discard the Double Dragon. That's the second Double Dragon as well.
Yep.
Brad has to be careful. He could run out of Double Dragons. So we see a Force the Giant Plants coming down. Oh, he can't because he's Chaos Wolf. Brad, all of a sudden, he just touched it. He said, no, you can't play this, honey. I'm sorry. You can't play this.
Chaos Wheel has like 8 different effects that it does, and I only really just care about. I only know the first one, like
What's the first one? Special Energies?
special energies.
Oh, okay.
The other effects, like Giratina, does like 8 different things.
Like
It blocks
Megas,
megas, like you can't
tools,
attach tools or whatever.
Stadiums,
You know,
Special Energies.
Every time I see a Giratina, I just read it again to make sure that I know. It's
Something
not-
new's not in there. But
Well,
here we see the Stardust discarding the Double Dragon. Now there's no way Brad's going to catch a Double Dragon. He's going to wait at least a turn. We see a DC in Alex's hand. Now, what does Alex do here? Does he retreat to Mew maybe and let that get knocked out? Maybe retreat to the Gloom, let Brad take a knockout kind of thing? Because there's no way he's into the Jolteon unless you're using Flash Ray.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to leave the Jirachi up because you want the Jirachi.
What's going to happen now is a lot of is good. Sorry.
Same.
Brad basically wants to kill that Girachi. Once he gets rid of that Girachi with Chaos Wheel, the game's gonna be locked for him, more or less.
And then Alex pretty much just scoops from there.
Yeah.
So he trades well. Look at top cards.
Brad has a VS Seeker in hand. He doesn't have the double dragon yet, I think.
But you don't want to touch double dragon regardless.
Yeah, you don't now, but he's saving up for a play next turn.
Yep, for sure. So we see a Max Lewis and Brad saying he can maybe play that. Probably put on Darkrai. Which is great, just to thin your deck out, because Brad doesn't need to hit these Dark Energies. He needs to find, there's Dark Energy going down turn. He has attached at least something, and we might see an N from Brad. We see a Floatstone going out to Shaman, and we see another Floatstone going to Hoopa. So everybody's got a tool right now, and there we see an N. Now, what could end up happening is I don't know how many energies Brad plays, but Alex can maybe license the Garbodor and deck him out. It's a very, very, very late game, but that's stuff you have to worry about while playing this Pokemon card game sometimes.
Yeah, but Brad can't worry about that right now.
Well, yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I know, but yeah.
They play Olympia, right?
They do. I don't know if Brad does. I've not seen Olympia from Brad just yet, but we see a pass from Brad. On to Alex turn. He does have a Rainbow Energy. Maybe put down the Jolteon. There's a Trainer's Mill. Yeah. He has Regis. Pretty much doesn't matter. Man, either card, Regis or Jolteon.
Yeah, that's one of the flaws, I guess, of Vileplume, if there were one, is that one, it's reliance on special energy cards, and two, it's clunkiness, right? If you get that, if you, if the game doesn't quite go your way in the early turns, I mean, your trainer's mailing into a lot of Pokemon, your trainer's mailing into a lot of supporters that you may not be able to play and want. So
yeah, but we see Alex attach that Rainbow Energy to that Jolteon, just so next turn he can maybe get that DCE and take a, I mean, he's going to retreat the Jirachi either way.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Now, the other question is, how many water energies does Alex play?
I think 2. I think the answer is 2.
It's 2? Okay, so if it's 2, he can afford to retreat this one. But after that, he can't retreat another one. Oh, there. Speaking of water energy, shows up in his hand. It's in his hand right now as we speak. There's 4 Giant Plants coming down. He can't put that down if he wants to, just to maybe thin his deck out. He really just wants to get rid of those. So if he does get in, he doesn't draw back into it. So probably see the Force coming down. Retreats to the Jirachi, to the Gloom, maybe? I don't know who he's going to pick here.
I mean, Gloom's useless now.
Yeah, Gloom is definitely useless. And, yeah, retreat into the Gloom. All right. And does he put down the... Oh, not going to put down the Force of Giant Plants. Now, can Brad find a Lysander? Bring up... He needs to find a Lysander Double Dragon.
Yeah, Brad needs to hit those 2 cards in that combination.
Nah, that's easier said than done. 2 Double Dragons are down. I don't know how many he plays. He might only play 3.
Like 6 or 7, I'm pretty sure.
6 or 7 Double Dragons?
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it. That sounds good.
Brad definitely needs a double dragon.
Yeah.
However, the good news for Brad, it's not all bad. Like, what is Shamancy? I guess Shamancy can get a double colorless on Jolteon, then it's over. So I guess, yeah, you're right. He needs it this turn.
Yeah, he needs it. Well, if he doesn't take a knockout this turn, Alex actually stuck in the X spot. Like I said earlier, they do not play Flowstone.
Yeah, but the real issue is I don't know if Brad runs a second enhance hammer, and as soon as Alex gets the DC on Jolteon, he has the game on lock.
Yeah.
So one cool thing to notice is that Brad has 6 prizes left, and Alex has actually a Jirachi, Gloom, and Mew EX. That's 4 prizes on the board. So Brad has no way to actually complete the game without the Escape Rope Lysander combination, unless if Alex doesn't bench any
Wow,
stuff.
we see a retreat from Brad. Going to send up this Darkrai.
Yeah, Brad has no choice but to do that. Giratina is too important to preserve.
Yeah, but...
He needs some pressure on some stuff.
I mean, okay, so Super Rod, shuffle 3 Dark Energies back. She's like, okay, that's good.
I don't hate that play.
All right, yeah, that's good. I was going to say, but still, he has a... Man, if Alex finds a DCE next turn... Well, it doesn't even knock out his Gloom, does it?
In current state, no.
No. But Lysander, bring up the Jolteon, and that's going to be a knockout. Yeah.
160. Jolteon has 160 HP.
Yep.
That's unfortunate for Alex.
All right, so I was going to send that Mew.
What a good play. Brad made the best of a bad situation.
So Rainbow Energy going down to Mew. Okay. Now he has a Lysander. Like I said, he could bring up the Garbodor, but we know Brad has 3 Darks in his deck.
Yes.
So he's attached Rainbow to deactivate. And you might be confused. Why is he doing that? Well, Alex does play with that Ninja Boy. So
I'm not sure why Alex didn't Stardust, but you know. Oh, wait, the ability's off. That's right.
Yeah, you can't use that.
Good thing I know that.
It's okay. You don't play this deck.
I don't play this game.
Yeah, you don't play Pokemon. You play Yu-Gi-Oh. We already discussed this earlier.
Yes.
So is he a Dark Energy actually going to Giratina? I guess Does he play Olympia or not? There's a VS Secret. Time to find out. Is there Olympia in here? Nope, there's an in. So both players are going to shuffle the decks, draw 6 new cards. Now, Brad has played so many cards. I think he's played a lot more than Alex has. Yeah. So the next question, can Alex find a Ninja Boy with a DC? That's the question. That's the $1 million question right now.
It's actually just a $2,500 question.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Mind games. All right, so fighting for go to the Darkrai.
Is that a Jolteon?
Yeah, it is a Jolteon. That's not what he wants to see. All right.
He would have preferred Ninja Boy and that Jolteon in his deck, maybe?
There's a Ninja Boy right there.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's a little Ninja Boy.
Was there a Jolteon? That's so bad.
Yeah, he just top decked the Jolteon, but he doesn't have a DC
so
just yet.
No, but if he could Ninja Boy that Mew, it'd be great. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, he can also go for Regice. Remember, he plays Regice as well. He can switch those out.
Yeah, Regice is another.
Yeah, but now what we talked about earlier is Brad couldn't take 6 prize cards. Now he can. He can take all of his prize cards with stuff on the field.
Yeah, but with the Jolteon, it doesn't matter as much, I think.
You don't think so?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, Alex has to bench the Jolteon. Brad's gonna take 6 prizes.
Yeah. So they receive Ultra Ball for Vileplume, just the thinnest deck out. Really doesn't matter too much. If Brad likes his Vileplume.
Did you know that Vileplume is actually based off a real flower that has that sort of plumage?
Whoa!
thing?
So he just attacked with Mew to move his energies around any way he wants to.
Replace?
Yeah,
I've never seen the attack.
That's literally what
replace
just happened. Some people are like, "What just happened? Why did he move that energy from the actives to the bench?"
Yeah.
He just replaced. And there we see Sycamore for Brad. Going to discard his hand, draw 70 cards. He has like maybe 3 or 4 cards left.
I've actually never
man.
used replace as not a joke, so it's cool that it's actually a play.
Yeah. So guys, oh man.
I don't know how much energy is left in Szymanski's deck. I'm not a huge fan of that play. I guess he knows better than I do. I guess he can Ninja Boy into something with free retreat.
Yeah.
But if he's unable to attach energies, no, that's a mistake on my part. I think Brad's not going to be able to get Giratina up soon.
Yeah.
He needs Olympia.
There's a VC for Lysander, okay. But he cannot retreat the Garbodor. Do we know if Brad plays Escape Rope? Does he play Escape Rope or Switch?
I don't know.
It's definitely a nuke.
I mean, like I said earlier, Brad doesn't have any more cards left. There's a Ninja Boy.
Is there a free retreater?
Yes, Jolteon. Oh, wait, no.
Another one.
Does he play another Jolteon? Looks like he...
Another-
I'm going to give the Regice. All right, so Regice just going to get rid of... Hey, you're not taking the EX knockout on this guy.
Yeah.
Save my Mew. He's going back in. He's going to go high right now. You're not taking 2 prize cards off this. So, it's a great play. And we might just see a pass onto Brad's turn, okay? All right, so we see a Dark Energy from Brad. He's going to have to start attaching that the Garbodor eventually. He has a double Dragon, so he can maybe put that on the Giratina.
Why isn't Garbodor half Dragon type?
Because he's a Psychic Pokemon?
It should be, so you can attach double dragons to it.
Oh, yeah. That's what Brad's asking right now. Why is it not dual type? So what's Brad's going to do? He has a Dark Energy, Double Dragon. So Double Dragon onto that Giratina. But does Brad have 3 more Darks left in his deck? Oh, my goodness. He's got the Olympia.
Yes.
Retreats. Oh, man. And going to take a knockout this turn. Now, the question is...
There's no more waters, right?
No, there is 1 water. He never played the other water energy. He has 1 water left somewhere.
Then he needs to play everything down.
I don't think you want to drop that Manaphy.
But it's so important to get it.
Yeah. But, I mean, it kind of right now...
Oh, no, Brad has Lysander left. Okay.
Yeah. So, he has plenty of VS Seekers left. It's going to come down to...
Does he have the water? Water.
I do not see it. I see a Vileplume. I see some Shamans. Now, he could he can play his hand down if he wants to do that.
I think he should.
He has to, right? So, now you go treat
he
the
should
Gloom.
definitely evolve.
Oh, man. All right. So, you see... But the good thing right now is that Giratina cannot take a knock on the Jolteon.
That's true.
Yep.
That is a good thing.
He cannot take a knock on the Jolteon. He's going to low buff for that Gloom. And we know Alex does play that 1 water. Can he find it or not? Oh, man, guys. There's 1 left in his deck. He has a bunch of Pokemon in his hand right now, which is very unfortunate. There's a Vileplume coming down, which Irritating Apollo does not work. Pass on to Brad's turn. What is he going to do here? There's a Dark Energy going to Darkrai. We see a Lysander bring up the Jirachi. Going to take a knockout, and Brad will go down to 2 prize cards. On to Alex's turn. He gets
Get a water. Does he have the water?
Nope, no water.
Water can go on Jolteon, too.
Yeah, but he has no water in his hand.
Oh, come on.
So retreat into the Vileplume. All right, so pass on to Brad's turn. Once again, Brad cannot take a knockout here. He has to 2-shot this Vileplume. And then he has to retreat this Giratina to knock out this Darkrai. Oh, but he does play Olympia, so he could maybe have enough energy to knock out this Darkrai, or the Jolteon that way. We see Dark Energy going to the active. Okay. Oh man, is he? So Brad's gonna do 110 here, or does he just pass? He could just pass, not do anything. Wait, I don't know. Wait, do you have a Lysander? Maybe?
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
why you wouldn't Chaos Wheel just to do 100 on it.
Yeah, no, you have to chaos anyway because then he can play down his
110
rainbows.
on it?
There's a
Yeah.
DC, which once again cannot be played. On a Brad's turn, going to draw a card, put in the Dark Energy on that Darkrai. Okay, so he's doing the math right now. Oh my goodness, I imagine, guys, this is a lot of math going on right now. All right, so see Lysander bring up that Jolteon, and yeah, both players are shaking the hand. I imagine Alex, he probably forgot the math. And next card was a Sycamore. And then, oh my goodness, if he did not have that, he could have Sycamore hit the Water Energy, and he would have been A-okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought Alex should have benched his other Pokemon, like his Glaceon
Yeah.
and stuff before.
But maybe Alex knew how many VS Secrets were left in Brad's deck, and that's why he didn't drop it. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a risk.
Man, but that was still
I made
really
some
good-
similar risks, and
That was
obviously
a,
didn't pay off. for
That was
me,
a
but
really good game, though.
That was maybe one of the,
Vileplume wasn't even out, and we were stressing.
that was a very good game. I mean, Brad has to race against two things. He has to race against the Vileplume being out, so that his Garbodor can get a tool on it, and he has to race against Jolteon getting 3 energy on it, a lightning colorless.
That's very true.
If Jolteon comes out, I have not seen an escape rope in 2 games. It does not seem like he plays an escape rope. If Jolteon is in the active position, Brad is if Jolteon's in the active position and using Flash Ray, Brad's options are extremely limited.
I don't think he plays Ranger. We didn't see that either.
I didn't see Ranger, so
Like, Brad had, looked like 5 or less cards in a deck. All right, for sure.
but I think Brad played that matchup about as well as you could. He took advantage of the one of the weaknesses of Vileplume, which is its clunkiness if you don't get trainer lock up.
Yep. Now, Alex will be able to go first this game.
Alex will choose to go first.
Yep. Now, we saw Gainer 1. Alex had the turn with Vileplume. Good to go. Went crazy. Can Alex repeat the same thing?
Alex has the Shaman. He gets
Some Regices. We haven't seen Regice, and he all of a sudden has 2 Regices in his hand. No Regice. Now he's got a Regice.
well.
Regice is just about as good as Jolteon in this matchup. Brad doesn't play any non-EX attackers.
Yeah, one thing I like that Alex is doing is that he's holding on to the other basic Pokemon in his hand, even though he's probably going to bench the Oddish. When you're going first, you just want to start one active. You never really want to
Reveal.
You never really want to bench more than one Pokemon if you're going first, or bench any Pokemon when you're going first. You just have the option to bench
Yeah,
it
you
later.
can just do whatever you want to.
Yeah, because sometimes you top deck an Ultra Ball, then your play changes.
Ooh, double mulligan. Holy. Oh my goodness. That was 5 Dark Energies in his opening hand.
Yeah, and this is very scary for Brad because every card that Alex gets, I mean, Alex wants to go off turn 1, so these cards could be very important. However, given his he has an end, so he's
his
fine.
hand's so good. There's an Oddish, a Vileplume, a Manaphy.
Well, he has the end, so he's gonna. I think he's gonna play down the Manaphy and the Oddish. He's gonna maybe Shaman for a couple cards and then end.
Well, we know Brad only plays 2 Lysander. 100%
Yeah,
positive.
Brad plays 2 Lysanders.
So if he can make it past his 2 Lysanders and a Vileplume, he pretty much wins.
Yeah.
Do we think Brad plays Hex Maniac?
I don't think Brad plays
No,
Hex.
I don't think so either. I did
His
not
deck
see
has
one.
so many other cards in there that I think he does. I know the skeleton for the list because I've tested it myself. He's playing other stuff like Olympia and the Enhanced Hammer. Those are spots usually dedicated to your cards like Hex Maniac. So
So we see Alex take the 2 mulligans.
Yeah.
Really nothing. He drew into Glaceon, nothing. Oddish.
that's actually a cool tip. What I said earlier for some newer players, which is that oftentimes if you know the skeletons to certain lists and
Yeah.
you see some fancy text, you can take a gamble later in the game that he doesn't play a specific card that may counter your strategy.
Yeah, because you have to get the room for something.
Right. So if you know like the 55 card skeleton, like you can kind of figure out what the other
Yeah,
cards
because
in there.
he plays Olympia, so he has to cut something for
Yeah.
it. Plays in Enhanced Hammer, had to cut something for that as well.
Yeah.
There's a Forest. Oh man, he has.
Is there
an
the
Ultra-
Gloom and the Vileplume? We
There's a-
see a Rainbow Energy on the Regice.
We see an Ultra Ball.
Regice might be able to Resistance Blizzard, and here's going to Ultra Ball for a Shaman. He's almost certainly going to bench the other Regice just to get more
Seamus
cards.
Set up for 6. Oh,
Set up
my
for
goodness.
6. So what he needs is a combination of either a Gloom and Vileplume or some
Level
Gloom
Ball,
Ultra Ball. Yeah.
Level Ball, Vileplume, Ultra Ball, Vileplume. There's so many. He has so many outs right now. They do play Trainers Ball as well, so we see Seamus
1,
set
2.
up-
He's Ultra Ball, Level
Oh
Ball.
my
He got it.
goodness,
He got turn
he
1
got
Vileplume.
it. He got the turn
Oh
1
man, this is
Vileplume.
not great.
Oh my goodness, Level Ball for the Gloom, and how?
Got it. I have not seen someone play down Level Ball with that much excitement.
Oh my goodness, an Ultra Ball, discard
Oh,
Level Ball,
man.
and a Sycamore. He discards a Sycamore too, so he already has another support card in his hand.
Yeah.
He's like, look, Brad, I have another supporter. Yeah, I'm good to go next turn.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that means Brad can't play. he can't play Enhanced Hammer. He can't play anything. Now Alex does have that Shaman, but I mean, you don't want Shaman here. You're fine with what you have.
I think it's so much more important.
Ooh, no. Ooh, so we're going to choose Shaman here. Dig a little bit deeper. There's a Trainer's Mill. He does have a Manaphy as well. There's a DCE, but you can't Trainer's Mill for a DCE. That'd be really good, though.
What?
That'd be really good, wouldn't it?
That would be really good.
Man, good. All right, so
one day when you're in charge of R&D at Pokemon, you can make that energy item combo.
We're gonna have some fun cards, guys. All right, so pass from Alex. We see a Dark Energy going to the active. We see a turn 1 Lysander come down, but he already has the Manaphy in his hand.
Yeah. Oh man.
And the Rainbow.
He's a god. There's nothing else
to say. And a Sycamore.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
The only thing I dislike about its position is there's no room for Jolteon to come out.
Yeah, but
Brad, Regice is fine too.
Yeah, Regice is just as fine. Now, do you retreat to Regice 2040-60? Oh, he is not going to retreat that. I think that actually might be a bad play because now if Brad hits another Lysander, he can bring it to Vileplume and take a knock on it later on.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that play, but
but nope, he passes anyway. All right, so now
Brad did not hit the energy. Oh, this is bad.
He can
all right, so I would definitely retreat an Ice Beam here. Yeah.
Ice Beam here for 30, and he flips heads. He can paralyze it. No, we see another pass.
Alex is taking a risk here.
And another pass from Brad. We see a Rainbow come down. He's going to retreat and use Resistant Blizzard. And what does Brad do here? Oh my goodness, that turn on Vileplume. Brad's going to draw a card. He has a Sycamore. He has a Giratina coming down as well. But things are looking terrible for Brad. We see Sycamore discard his hand. How does Brad win this now? He has 1 Lysander left, and that's pretty much it.
I don't know if there's a deity in the world that you could pray to save this situation.
Oh my goodness! If you're Alex here, you might just start putting Rainbow.
Maybe if the Rapture happened and Szymanski was taken, but Brad wasn't.
that probably would happen, right?
What?
That probably would happen, right? You think that would happen? You think Brad would be saved?
You think with that Taylor Swift wristband on his left hand, Jesus is gonna take him up?
He has a Shucks playmat, so maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but Brad, he plays the Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Oh no, the Sycamore now. Sorry. All right. So I mean, he's looking for a double dragon, but I mean, does it matter? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is game over. The Trevor's coming down. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't like Alex. He's just.
I'm thinking of outs for Brad, and they all involve Ranger.
Yeah, and we're 100% sure that Brad does not play Ranger.
Yeah.
All right, so both players can shuffle the deck, hand the deck, and get 6 new cards. This is fine. Alex is going to take a knockout this turn, going down to 4 prize cards, and yeah, he must play the end, try to get out of his deck before he takes 2 prize cards. So here we go, guys. Both players are getting 6 new cards. Now, Brad is looking for a double dragon and a Lysander, but he only has 1 more in the deck, and it might be prize. Like, we don't even know. It might be prize. Yeah. So on to Brad's turn. Going to set the Trubbish. He has a Flowstone, but cannot be played because of that irritating pollen effect. And we see
That's irritating.
Oh, yeah, that is very irritating. He's going to put it. Wait, he actually put his field down to 3. I think that's okay with Alex. Maybe the minus 20. You do 50 per turn. Now you take 4 hits to knock out somebody, kind of thing.
Wait, Brad put Alex down to 3 though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like he could have.
Oh.
I thought he was gonna. I mean, I think that's fine though. Like he discards a Shaman. It's like that's a good thing. Less Lysander targets, stuff like that.
Yeah. Actually, I think if I were Alex, I might have discarded a Regice. Because that is 2 retreat. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't play the deck enough.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I think you just want to.
But I mean, I don't think it matters at this point.
So Brad, okay, takes a knockout.
Brad's only out was to Lysander like the Regice and like freeze it active for a turn, then Lysander the back.
Yeah, but look at Alex's hand. Alex has a water. He's just gonna sit there without water energy. Say, yeah, please Lysander somebody. I'm just gonna retreat it.
Okay, so he's fine then.
Darkrai. All right. We see a Lugia. We see another Resistance Blizzard. It's pretty much game over from here. I don't see how Brad is gonna take this. And guys, looks like that's all that's gonna be written for Brad. Unfortunately, okay, so he does have a double dragon attached to the Giratina. Does he have Olympia? That's his only switching card.
I mean,
he can switch.
You can't even damage the Regice.
Yeah, I know, but I guess he can wait to Olympia next turn. They're just
No, he needs to. I think that's the play I said before. He needs to Lysander the Regice and use Chaos Wheel, so they can't attach rainbows, only waters. If he has the basic water, then it's over.
Yeah.
But then he needs to Lysander the other Regice out next turn.
Now, the thing about Brad is he's walking into this blind. He doesn't even know the other Lysanders in his deck. He never got to search his deck to see if the second Lysander's in there.
That keeps it more exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and that's that. Ooh, yeah, I would attach it.
Yeah.
The weird part is that now the play is on Manaphy. Brad's play is now on Venampi and not Regice.
Yeah. So is he had
Szymanski just needs to get a water type energy on Venampi, and I
There's
think
an Olympic coming out. Go heal that 30 damage and gonna buy Brad some more turns. Gonna send out a Shaman. No, don't sacrifice that Shaman. That's not a nice thing to do. All right, so see another reason Blitz for 70. Just keep on going and.
One possible way. So the reason I talked about Jolteon a little bit earlier.
There's a Ninja Boy. He could Ninja Boy that Manaphy. No, you don't want to that Manaphy. See another knockout. Okay, on a Brad's turn. Does there's a Lysander. Lysander, bring in the Vileplume. But guys, it's too late. He has a Lysander in his hand. He's gonna send the Regice. Bring up that Giratina. Take a knockout. And Alex Szymanski will advance to the finals. First year master.
Well, that is certainly very exciting.
My goodness.
Alex is a fantastic player. His brother's also a fantastic player.
If you're playing against Szymanski, you better watch out.
That's true.
Yeah, you are going to be crying.
That's true. Well, congratulations to Alex and Brad. Brad had a fantastic tournament run. I mean, top 4 at a 612 person regionals.
640 something.
640 something?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
That is, I will figure out later, but a 600 plus person regionals, top 4 is a fantastic achievement.
Yeah. So yeah.
I would say that this tournament might be harder than some more prestigious events that have Worlds, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I mean, not recently, but at least past Worlds. This 600 Masters with a gauntlet of players flying from all over from North America.
We had Igor here, Pablo Meza was here.
Pablo Meza, the last year's national champion in Mexico, was here. We had people flying from Brazil, like they're I think national champion or runner-up or something like that.
Was here.
Played against him. So we had certainly a fantastic cast of characters.
And even VGC had good people too.
Yeah, VGC.
Wolf's here.
Wolf's here. I think it's one of the consequences of having regionals on different days is that you're going to have huge attendances in each event, and I think that's great for the game as it grows. As it grows, you can have more attendance at individual events.
Yeah. All right, guys, but we're going to head out. Just give us 1 second, and we'll try to get the finals ASAP, and hopefully it's great.
Yeah, hang tight. We're not sure who won the other game, but it'll be Alex Szymanski's Vilebox versus either Ryan Sablehouse' Dark Totina or Azul's Evil Tall Garbodor.
Which both I think Alex has great matchups for.
Yeah, so we'll see how it happens, and stay tuned.
All right, guys.
All right, guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.